it's really good. I started getting phone calls from Roland Martin when they started doing the Black Men for Harris, just to be a part of that. And it felt like the foundation of them just trying to build up support for Harris because, this country is just as sexist as it is, some of the other issues that the country have. And, I don't have a problem seeing a woman in power as long as her policies align with, with what I have going on and my family and my people. And we know what it was like under Donald Trump because he was president for 4 years.
I'm just so tired of all these mush mouth celebrity Negroes, man. All these sellouts. Rickey Smiley is at it again. He was on MSNBC recently, talking about Kamala Harris and black men and the Divine Nine. It's just disgusting.
So, I was all in from day one, but I don't understand what's been the issue from other black men and what's been taking so long to get black men to come around, because at the end of the day, your mother's a black woman, your sister's a black woman, and our mother had to lead us to where we are now. If it wasn't for our mothers, Kevin, you know this, we wouldn't be where we are.
And there's just more typical talking points like, your mother's a black woman. We wouldn't be where we're at without black women. And I mean, yes, you do have a high out of wedlock birth rate in the black community, but a lot of us had our fathers. My mom and dad got divorced, but I mean, it's a lot of black men who had their father, or even if they didn't have their father, maybe they had an uncle or a granddad or, somebody who took them under their wing and raised them, a stepdad. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can love our mothers and not be only influenced by our mothers as black men. Like, these dudes are so out of touch. Like, it's just ridiculous how we keep hearing these regurgitated talking points. Your mother's a black woman. That's idolatry, really. Like, because Kamala's a so-called black woman, when in reality she's a faux black woman. She's not black. I think the majority of black people have come to that conclusion. If you look at the election data so far, black turnout is actually down across the country. Atlanta, D.C., Philadelphia, Baltimore, Chicago, Houston, Dallas, all the cities across the country with large black populations. Detroit, the black turnout is down. A lot of the younger black people, a lot of the people that voted for Biden in 2020, that's under the age of 60, under the age of 50, we not rocking with Kamala. It's just what it is. So this black woman worship, you can love the black woman and not worship the black woman and not idolize the black woman does not deserve to be worshiped. No human being deserves to be worshiped. If you're a God-fearing person, which most black people claim to be, only God deserves to be worshiped. This black female idolatry is not the move. It's not it. All of us are not idolizing Kamala, bruh.
To see Kamala Harris become president of the United States, it would be something historical in our time. Whoever would have thought that we would have had the opportunity to see our first black president with Barack Obama, and then possibly, the first black woman president, member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, probably would be read in by a member of Delta Sigma Theta, with Judge Ketanji, and on Dr. Martin Luther King's Day, birthday, which is a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, so the Divine Nine. Everybody, I definitely feel like I can speak for everybody in the Divine Nine. We are fired up and ready to go.
So the Divine Nine worship is extremely problematic. The overwhelming majority of black people are not a member of any black fraternities. We're not black Greeks. We're not a member of Delta Sigma Theta, Alpha Kappa Alpha, Omega Psi Phi, Kappa, whatever fraternity you in, that's your business. And the biggest problem I have is that these Negroes elevate they fraternities and sororities over everything else. It's like a god to them. You actually have a lot of black women and a few black men I've seen on YouTube denouncing their fraternities and sororities because they feel like they made an oath to, their fraternity and it's anti-God, which in my opinion it is. Now, my father taught me out of joining the fraternity because I told him I wanted to join a Black Greek organization when I was in college, but I listened to him, and I decided not to do it. He told me it was for people with no identity. Now, whether you believe that or not, that's your business. But that's one of the few things in life he told me that I actually am glad that I listened to him on. But it's just not a good representation, in my opinion, of blackness. Like, these people, they put their fraternities and sororities above everything. And if you're not a member of their group, you are somehow less than them, at least into the minds of a lot of them. And he said something about Ketanji Brown Jackson swearing in Kamala Harris if she was to win the presidency. The Ketanji Brown Jackson that wouldn't even have the audacity to define what a woman was.
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
Can I provide a definition?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah.
I can't.
You can't?
Not in
Okay.
this context.
So you
I'm not a
believe the
biologist.
meaning of the word woman is so unclear and controversial that you can't give me a definition?
Senator, in my work as a judge, what I do is I address disputes. If there's a dispute about a definition, people make arguments, and I look at the
All right.
law and I decide. So I'm not.
The fact that you can't give me a straight answer about something as fundamental as what a woman is underscores the dangers of the kind of progressive education that we are hearing about.
Now, for those of you that pay attention to this type of stuff, that was back when Joe Biden appointed Ketanji Brown Jackson to the Supreme Court after the death of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And she was grilled by Senator Marsha Blackburn, the white woman with the, blonde and gray hair from Tennessee, during her vetting to be sworn into the Supreme Court. She actually would not define what a woman was, even though she is a woman, even though she has birthed 2 children with her husband. It's so controversial for you to be a Democrat and not be inclusive to the trans community that she would not define what a woman was. This is what happens when you do diversity hires. This is what happens when you hire people solely based on sex, gender, sexual orientation, etc. She's so woke, she sleep. And black women, for the most part, didn't call her out on it. You had some black women call her out, but most black women were awfully silent when it came to Ketanji Brown Jackson's Supreme Court nomination. And when they were vetting her, when the Senate was grilling her, you had very little people that looked like her speak out.
We've come a long way to Justice Brown Jackson. We came in to celebrate Justice Brown Jackson. We came from Harriet and Sojourner to Justice Brown Jackson. Ida B. Wells and Dr. King. Justice Brown Jackson. Shirley Chisholm. Justice Brown Jackson. Barbara Jordan and Maxine Waters. Justice Brown Jackson. We came here to celebrate Justice Brown Jackson. A black woman on the Supreme Court. Justice Brown Jackson. A beautiful, intelligent woman. Justice Brown Jackson.
That's worship. That's absolute worship. And if you looked at that goofy little dance and song they were doing, celebrating Ketanji Brown Jackson's swearing in on the Supreme Court, the only black male that you saw in the forefront was a sassy black male. The Democrat Party is increasingly becoming effeminate, limp-wristed, booty-popping, sassy black males. Masculine heterosexual black males are leaving the Democrat plantation. Like I said, I left the Democrat plantation during Obama's first term back in 2010. As soon as he started caping for all that LGBT stuff and killing babies, I was like, I'm out, bro. I'm good, because that goes directly against my values. Ain't nobody perfect, but I got beliefs. Masculine men, we got principles. If you believe in God, you are naturally a principled individual, because it's certain stuff that's in the Bible that the Democrat Party just isn't direct contradiction of. When it comes to their platform, they support all that. And that's why I titled the video, Ski Ye Straight to Hell. Because y'all, Divine Nine people, those of y'all that idolize people just because they black, or black woman, specifically black woman worship. You don't really see this with black men. It's more so black women. And I'm not here to demonize black women, because I love black women, but I don't love the idolatry. I don't love the worship just because somebody's black. And here y'all are worshiping somebody that's not even black. Kamala is not even black. Don't no black woman wash no collard greens in no bathtub. That alone should have told you she was full of shit. Excuse my French, but she's trash. Absolute trash. So I'm about to shut the video down. I gotta go to Home Depot and grab some supplies for work. But I just had to get on here real quick and say, look, vote for people based off of policy and not identity politics. I mean, we're talking about a woman who has brought out all these degenerate black celebrities, Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, who can't even talk. I would not be surprised if Cardi B didn't even make it past 10th grade. Cardi B can't talk. She can't speak good English. I'm not talking about because she's part Hispanic. I'm saying she's illiterate. She can't talk. And you're running to be president, and this is who you bring out to represent you, to try to fire up the base of your constituency, of your voter base. That shows you what they think about us as black people. At least those of y'all that vote Democrat, they really do believe y'all are stupid. And I'm not saying the Republican Party is the answer, and the Republican Party is perfect, but the Republican Party don't bring out Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion to twerk at no rally. That's just what it is. They have a little bit more respect for black folks than to bring out the most degenerate people amongst us. Look at a dude like Congressman Byron Donalds, who's a black male. Whether you like him or not, dude is articulate. Dude is intelligent. I've met him a few times. I've talked to him. You know, I did a town hall with him, and I served as the moderator with him and another black conservative here in Georgia. So you can bring out intelligent black people to represent us and speak on our behalf without insulting us by bringing out trash. Cardi B is trash. That's just what it is. She's not an intellectual. You don't see the white politicians or the white aspiring politicians or the Latino aspiring politicians doing this. You don't see this on the other side. That's because they don't respect you, because you don't respect yourself. So the Divine Nine worship, the black woman worship, Kamala Harris, she's not black. She's going to lose. And those of us that didn't vote for her are going to be very happy, because she doesn't deserve the presidency. And black people deserve better. America deserves better. And I hope that more and more black people continue to wake up and continue to walk away from this idolatry and the Divine Nine and this Democrat Party worship, because it's gotten us absolutely nowhere. And it is not what we need to be doing for us to get ahead. Y'all like, y'all share, y'all subscribe.